Welcome to Now Hear This. I'm your host, Chris Spangle. Now Hear This is a conversation with leaders in Indianapolis that are working to improve the lives of Hoosiers. Our goal is to empower you to join in their work and make a difference while informing you about the unseen aspects of life in Indiana. If you miss an episode, you can listen via podcast at nowhearthisindy.com. Today, I'm talking with one of my favorite restaurants in town, and it is Mimi Blue Good Food. I am talking to David Cosine. Tell us a little bit about what is Mimi Blue Good Food, where are you located, and what do you do normally?
Well, thank you. We have 3 locations. Our first location, which we're 4 years old, on Massachusetts Avenue. And our second location is up in Carmel on Old Meridian Street. And then our newest location is at the Keystone Fashion Mall. We are a kind of a full-service restaurant, but we specialize in meatballs. But we also have many other things. We have salmon. We have a hamburger. We have a tenderloin. We try to check all the boxes. We have some vegetarian products. We have gluten-free. Something for everybody's palate, hopefully.
Yeah, I once took a vegetarian date there, and she was greatly satisfied. So yeah. You really do tick all the boxes. So when this all started to unfold 3 to 4 weeks ago, what were some of your main concerns? I mean, what was going through your mind? How did you start to prepare the business, and what are you doing differently through this?
Well, it came pretty fast and furious for us, as well as so many other people in the country. But as you know, we were forced to close our indoor dining. So we had always done carry out, and we've always done third-party deliveries. And so we refocused and kind of pivoted and started to focus on what we had left, and that was deliveries and pickup. So we're trying to do as much of that as possible.
How can people access that if they want to order something and have it delivered?
Sure. 2 ways. You can call one of our 3 restaurants directly, or you can get online and get on our delivery service, which we're signed up with both Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub. So any one of those 3, or call our restaurant, and you'll be able to order through us.
You're doing orders, you're trying to make it through, but you're also giving back, which I find remarkable. Why is it important for your company to add on a charity component and serve the community when your industry and your business is going through a tough time?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I think it comes to my brother and my nephew organically. Our father, my brother, and my father owned a car wash, and as we were growing up, and he was a very hard worker. He was the kind of guy that never met a stranger, never turned a blind eye to someone that needed help or just needed a break in life. And Jerry, my brother, and I learned that at an early age. We've modeled that in our business life from the very beginning of time. We've had some hard times. In fact, obviously these are very hard times for our business, but we don't give up. And at the same time, we're always recognizing that there is someone out there that has a little more of a struggle going on. And if we can make a difference, that brings us satisfaction. Our mother, Mimi, the namesake of our restaurant, was pretty modest, but I know that she would be proud and probably would have expected us to help others make it through these tough days and make their days probably a little bit, better. So it was obvious and fairly clear early on that we probably should do something for the frontline professionals that are working during this crisis. And we through our Mimi's Care program, we said, let's try to figure out how we gather other people that are like-minded that want to support the frontline workers and help sponsor us sending food to the various hospitals, and it could be nursing homes, It could be the police or fire stations. But we want to give back to those people that are really the heroes today, that are fighting this fight every single day, 24 hours a day.
And I apologize if I've been calling it Mimi, and it's Mimi. Please forgive me.
Mimi. It is Mimi, but it's fine. Yeah, she was called Mimi.
Through the Mimi Cares program, tell us what have you seen as you've gone out and delivered these meals? Where have you delivered them to, and what are people saying as you go out and talk to them in the community?
Oh, the feedback has been tremendous. I mean, the frontline workers, the nurses, the doctors, the EMTs, those guys are just so appreciative because they get to that hospital, which we primarily have been so far delivering to the hospitals all around the city, and into Noblesville and Hamilton County. But they were so appreciative of us thinking of them, number one, recognizing what they do, and giving them some nourishment as they fight the fight every day.
So how much have you raised so far?
So far, and we've been at it for about 3 weeks. We've raised in excess of $10,000.
Wow. So if people want to
more to come, we have some commitments for more. And we're looking for more. We're gonna keep delivering, keep providing food as long as this thing lasts.
So if people want to sponsor a meal and send it to one of these locations, how can they do that?
They can do it either through an inquiry on our website or call one of our locations directly, and we'll get right back to the person or business that's interested and organize a delivery.
So, final question that I usually ask everyone. This final question: if you've got an audience here, and you're experiencing a lot through this time and seeing a lot, if there's one thing that you want people to know that you wish other people could see, what is that?
Well, let's see. That's good. That's a good question. I think how hard and how challenging it probably is for most everybody. Quite honestly, it's this virus has affected everyone, and it's no one's immune to the effects of this, and some greater than others. But there's a lot of people out there that you don't even think about, or businesses that you don't even think about, that it's having a devastating effect on it. So I think this is the time that we all should look in front of us, to the side of us, and behind us, and say, how can we help the people that we see? Because everybody probably needs a little bit of help to get through this. And if we don't do it now, I'm not sure when we're ever going to do it. But we need to reach out and help where we can in the middle of this crisis.
Couldn't have said it better myself. David Cosine of Mimi Blue Good Food, thank you so much for joining me.
It's our pleasure, and if we can ever be of assistance, let us know.
And you can visit their website at mimiblue.com. Please go support them in this time of need, and we appreciate them so much. Thanks for listening to Now Hear This. I'm your host, Chris Spangle. If you missed any portion of our program, you can listen on our website, nowhearthisindy.com. If you'd like to have your organization featured on the show, please contact Gabby at 317-475-7407 or via the contact page on our website. Thanks for listening, and we will be back again next weekend with Now Hear This. Our goal at the Chris Spangle Show is to help you sound smarter while talking with your friends. If you struggle to understand politics, we explain it from an independent libertarian perspective with all of the irreverence modern politics deserves. We toss out the screaming heads and put people before political parties and give context to the news to make you think. I'm the host. I'm a 15-year veteran of politics and media, and this show is published every Saturday. It's part of the We Are Libertarians network, and be sure to join Wall Plus for bonus podcasts, the complete archives, commercial-free shows, and more. Subscribe now at wearelibertarians.com.